Yeah, we've learned a lot. We have a lot of keys to success, I would say. And I'd like to cover one of the things that I have learned is that you've got to have all of your ducks in a row. You've got to have all the pieces of the puzzle. And so what's really important, of course, is having a company that you can trust and you can rely on, right? I would not go for, the vision, experience, integrity of the management team is critical. But honestly, in all of our years prior to Zango, that's probably the last thing we ever look for is a management team. How do you search out management teams? But you want to avoid any kind of a startup company. You especially want to avoid companies launched by distributors that have never managed a company, and mom-and-pop operations will blow in your face. And so how does Zango fit in with that kind of criteria? Well, we have an incredible management team, of course, and we've just done over $2 billion our first 7 years in business. So obviously we have the company is solid. You can count on it. You can trust them, and they have a heart, don't they? $40 million given to children's charities so far, Terry, through their, it's called the Zango Goodness Foundation.
That is amazing. You guys, when we were doing the business, we only had the juice. We went all the way to $500K with just the juice. And then you can imagine all of those bottles of juice that we got out. A portion of that money goes to the children. There's nothing quite like the Operation Smile, being able to put a smile on a child's face. The most rewarding thing, if I was to look back on it, was what you're able to do with your money, is to be able to buy a smile. I can remember when my mom had passed, and the following year it was the anniversary of her passing, and I bought my dad a smile and put it in my mom's name. And he got this little card in the mail, and he was so excited to think that I had thought about her at that particular time, but that my dad got this wonderful card from Zango showing that I had bought a smile for a child. That's when it's rewarding, you guys. That's when we're able to help people.
Yeah, that's the kind of company we're with, and sort of product is the next thing, right? And that's the foundation, of course. You've got to have products that have real benefits. And I've been with companies in the past that had products that sounded good, and they had all kinds of doctors all backing it up. But at the end of the day, it's results that people are looking for. And if they don't feel like your product is doing anything with them in 30, 60, or 90 days, then the game is over. So the products have to be absolutely unique, and the story has to be very, very compelling. You can't copy other companies and have an opportunity that will continue to grow into the hundreds of millions of dollars. So obviously, Zango has this covered. We have incredible category-creating products launching here with our flagship juice. And actually, this is a picture of a bottle that our son took in Hawaii that won an award for a judge's award. He's up high on this rock taking a picture of the bottle. But it's a phenomenal company. Now we have a whole range of products that all are very cleverly designed to create categories of their own and really help people. And we've all seen the results of these products for ourselves. Compensation plan, that's important, right? And what are you looking for in a compensation plan? Well, there's a lot of illusion and deception out there in this area. And honestly, it's almost impossible for an ordinary person to figure out what any company is paying out these days. And a lot of companies actually count on you not qualifying for commissions because they get to keep the change if you don't. Or their front-end loading compensation plans, They want $500 or $1,000. Or why would you need $1,000 worth of products today if you're just starting your business? So Zango does not front-end load. What we do, Zango's compensation plan, and they, besides everything else, pay out a clean 50%, what I call a pure 50%. They pay out every single dollar of it. It's clean. It doesn't have any games in it. But the thing is, it's designed for one thing in mind, to create residual income from products that people like and they use over and over and over again. And so we have a phenomenal compensation plan that we happen to think that you can make more money with less time and less people than any other compensation plan in the industry. But another thing you've got to have in your opportunity, if you really want to have your whole package, is systems. And honestly, this is where the rubber meets the road. And while I would never join a company for a system, well, at least not anymore anyway. In fact, the company just before Zango, we joined because of their system, and that blew up, right? So the system isn't everything, because if you don't have the foundation of the product and the company, then obviously the system isn't going to be worth much. But this is the question that everybody has once they see the Zango story. Can I do this? The how becomes critical. So you've got to have a system. We're going to be talking about systems more a bit later here. The final piece of the puzzle, and the system, what it does is it gives you a track to run on. I meant to show that slide. It shows you how to do it step by step. But the final piece of the puzzle to me is teamwork. You know, you've got to work as a team. This is a business that's very difficult to do by yourself. So daily contact and third-party credibility is essential. Once again, it's the teamwork that makes the dream work. So that's what I call the ultimate success circle. Don't we have that whole thing in our hands here with Zango, what I call the ultimate success circle?